Liverpool will host Arsenal by 4:30. The final game tomorrow is Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Okay, let's start with the first game of the day. Chelsea is going to play Fulham. Chelsea needs to still keep getting 3 points if they want to keep tabs on the people that are ahead of them. They have 4 points. If they win this one, they are going to go top of the table with 7 points. So they need to win it, and let them stay, even if it's for a few hours, let them stay there till other teams play the next games.
I think what counts is who's there at the end of the season or by January, So
last season, Everton no good there.
I wouldn't
Everton
go
go there when they finish.
Who will be top of the table or who is going to be. So long as you're in the top 3 right now, leading down to December, hey, you're in the conversation coming into the second half of the season. But in this encounter, we have Chelsea versus Fulham. We also have Maresca versus what's his name, Marco Silva. I think Marco Silva, apart from Eddie Howe, is one of the most underrated managers in the Premier League. We saw what he did in the last game against Manchester United. We've seen him progressively build a unit over there at Fulham, the real landlords of Chelsea. And I think this encounter is going to be another spicy London derby between Chelsea and Fulham. I think Fulham are a side that are reborn. If you look at the way Iwobi played in the last game, if you look at a few characters there, and of course the news coming in that, a certain someone is moving over. So I think it will be good.
Okay, John, Maresca is building. I think, do you think he's going to cook this season?
Is he going to cook this season? Is Maresca going to cook?
Why not? Maresca is going to cook this season, no doubt.
Food don't start already, they born.
No doubt. I don't think he's burning.
Food don't start from Crystal Palace, they born, but against Fulham it's going to be a thrilling game. Early kickoffs on the Premier League game week is always a dicey one. You can't predict who's going to win. That's one thing about the early kickoffs. Unless maybe there was a game at Friday night, then you can say, okay, Friday night has this result. This result can happen on Saturday morning or afternoon, early kickoff. But kicking off this week with Chelsea against Fulham is going to be a tough one to call. It's going to be difficult to say this is going to be the out and out winner. This is going to be this is going to happen because Fulham are still getting in players. They're getting about 2 or 3 players into the side, and they're about to mix them into the tray. And look at how they got their result against Man United. A possible wonderful substitutions from the bench, bringing in Smith Rowe and the rest of them to come into that game and change the narrative against Man United. Getting a draw against Man United is like a win for Fulham in that game. And against Chelsea is going to be like that because last season they went on to this game and they won against Chelsea. So I think they've had more away records against Chelsea in the recent years.
Okay, let's get your prediction for that game. Chelsea versus Fulham. Who wins?
Chelsea versus Fulham.
Yes, who wins?
Chelsea edging it 2-1.
Okay, no, so who wins?
Draw.
A draw game. Okay, in the afternoon by 3 p.m., Manchester United will play Burnley. Their coach Antony was speaking to that press conference. That almost this particular club is stressing him. Sometimes he feels like he wants to stay here for 20 years. Sometimes he feels like he wants to just quit this job and just go home and go and rest. Manchester United is stressing my guy, and he starts growing. He has started growing even grey hairs in his head. He's just 40 years old, and Manchester United want to kill him there. But he has a game on today. Burnley is. I'm not calling them a small side because even though they're a small side, but Manchester United can surprise you. A game you expect them to win, they can go there and you just watch them and you can just shake your head. They are playing at Old Trafford. They just need to get 3 points, either by crook or by stealing it or by VAR favoring them, but they just need 3 points in this game.
In this encounter, Burnley versus Manchester United, I'm beginning to feel that Amorim is 3 consecutive losses away from losing his job. Personally, okay? 3 consecutive shameful losses away from losing his job. And secondly, his statement to the media does not necessarily help him at all. Neither does it help his players, because if you look at the couple of games he's had, I don't want to even go back into last season. When you look for leadership from the manager on the sideline, you don't see it. You see somebody cowering somewhere in the corner, bending down, playing draft on a board there.
He's checking his tactics. If he's
in a play draft,
he's checking. See,
they cover his face.
Got it.
Like, bro, come on, grow a pair. That's grow a pair, man. Come on.
Until you see person from outside, if you don't, you will hate him because of saying that your rival. This is the same Amorim that Joe was saying. If Pep leaves, he's going to take over Man City.
Bro, thank God, though.
Now, back to back.
Thank God.
Now, back to back. Amorim is this. Amorim is not good. Amorim is back to back. But this,
I've never said anything against Amorim.
I always said he's coward.
In this counter,
He's a coward.
Yes.
See, guys, they just need to
You
get 3
need
points.
leadership.
They don't need
See,
3 points. How they
3
want-
points is not the solution.
It's the
3
solution.
points at 3 points. You couldn't get 3 points at green beans. I mean Greensby.
Down and
You couldn't get 3. You couldn't win that game. Now you couldn't win Fulham. You lost to Arsenal. Are you seeing a pattern that I'm talking about? There's a pattern. You perform against big sides, and when you come to smaller teams, you perform against big sides. When you get to smaller opponents, you think you can once them over, and guess what happens?
Okay.
You know, you're still living in the past, man.
Okay,
Every game should be met full on with the merit of the game as it is, not about reputation or what you have or what you used to be.
I think it just needs 3 points first. Let him get 3 points, and they can work out the solutions later also.
See about Amorim and Man United. Like I said, I just use that because I just want to talk to John now, but he's trying to use the dodge bullet. But all the same, look at Manchester United where they set up. The complaints about 4 at the back, 3 at the back. Mourinho played 4 at the back. Van Gaal played 4 at the back. Van Gaal played 3 at the back. They all failed. This man is coming to, if I can't be switching tactics because I want to favor some players or because I want to favor the fan base, I have to play my way and make sure the players get the way I play. And like he said, we saw it in the last game where he said he wanted everything to press. And we saw the same thing with Newcastle, we saw the same thing with Crystal Palace. At some point, with the, if you look at Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at some point, he doesn't have, they will say, okay, the PE teacher, you know, get tactics. But at some point, you just see him absorb pressure and hit on the break because he has fast players to hit on the break. I think Amorim should just have to learn. Okay. Understand the team he has. They cannot press, the team he has currently cannot press for 90 minutes until he get the players he wants in. And until he get those players.
How many players they want again?
He still needs the midfielder.
How many players he want again?
He still needs the midfielder and a goalkeeper.
Managers day maybe say you go collect job 6 months, you don't do turnaround.
Well, the truth
managers day, let's not come here and act as if managers no day like that. Let's not come here and act like that, man.
9 years.
It took club time
9 years.
to build
it didn't take club 9 years, bro.
It took club time to build Liverpool. It took us Arteta time to build. So my own is let's give you
Arteta
time.
no be case study.
Yes.
Arteta is living by grace.
No matter what you want, even if you sack Amorim,
okay, club now waiting.
There is nobody you're going to bring it. They have to just, you cannot be sacking man every 3 years. Stick with one person and fight for 5 years.
Wait, now, it drags you back to the interview Rashford granted at Barcelona, where he said you can't be in transition and keep sacking your manager every 2 years.
You cannot. It's too much.
You can't be in transition and keep sacking your manager, but you can when you have the wrong manager on the job.
He's not the wrong manager.
You can when you have the wrong manager on the job.
The second season for Aston, if you do go as part of the loss, that I think they finished around
8
or something. 8
or 9.
I think about 10 consecutive. They won 1 game in 10 games. So, but they stuck with Arteta and look at the results. So
they have the right manager for the club.
How is it the right manager when you are finishing?
They have the right manager for the club.
When Arsenal finished 8,
they have players in that side that were not ready to work.
When Arsenal
now look at the excuse. Look at the excuse. You had players in that side. Let me finish.
Excuse me.
You had players in that side.
If those guys were good enough, how come none of them are available now at Arsenal till today?
Because the manager was not one player.
Not one player, man.
Let me finish. You said because you had players on the side who were not ready to work. This manager wants a style like this, and many of the players he has, and I keep saying, even I think Ralf Rangnick in one of the recent interviews when he was an interview he granted when he was still at Manchester United as an interim manager, he said you cannot change the culture and have the same players who's been there for years.
Yes.
You cannot change the culture. It will change time.
This same
Luke
culture.
Shaw has been there for 11. Luke Shaw has been there for 11 years. And how many players has he's been there for 11 years? How many? He has not played up to 5 years. In that 11 years,
this same culture you are talking about is bedding in the new blood they are bringing into the team. This same culture.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The manager
because
needs
you will not tell me that the way that Doug was playing before he came to Manchester United, his performance level is still on that level.
Who?
It's not. You will not tell me that the way that this guy Bruno Fernandes used to play before he came to Manchester United, his performance level is still there. It's not.
At the end of the
and
day,
then secondly, if you are going to change a manager and bring in any manager to the club, there must be that homogeneity between the manager's play style and the club's identity.
well,
QED.
whether club identity or club identity, if they want to change it, they can change it as far as it's getting results. Nobody, for example, Chelsea was playing 4 at the back, Conte came, played 3 at the back and won the league. Main thing, and the problem with Amorim is not getting results, but I think that they just need to give him time. Give him this whole year, maybe even next year. Then after 3 years, if it does not work after 3 years, they can probably let. But he's in transition. Whether they buy players, sometimes you buy players, it does not work. You keep buying until you find the right players to work. But let's see, they are going to play a game at Burnley. Let's get a prediction for that game today.
I said Chelsea draw, Man United, maybe a possible draw.
Okay,
or a possible win.
Burnley 2-1.
Okay, let's see. The other games, Tottenham versus Bournemouth. Who wins in that game?
Tottenham.
Bournemouth.
Okay, Sunderland versus Brentford. Who wins?
Brentford.
Okay, no, so
Brentford
to win. Okay,
let's agree small.
Okay, Leeds versus Newcastle will play the final game. Who's going
Newcastle
to win?
Undisputed.
A possible draw.
Undisputed Newcastle.
Okay, moving on to tomorrow's game. Nottingham Forest will play Westham. Who wins in that game?
Forest, straight up.
Normal, you support Forest. Who win?
Forest, 4-0.
Please let me say a few words. A few, please. No. I know. We know. For the sake of love, I love you as my man. My Portuguese best friend. Please, just reduce the goal margin. He gets why.
You don't get why.
Reduce the. If it be 3-0, we know. Because of this Potter guy, but just reduce the goal margin. Just make it be just 1-1. We'll share the point.
Fear.
Next week, we continue to win. But I beg. Maybe 2-1 or 1-1 for this one. Don't ask me who will win.
Okay, the biggest game of the weekend is Liverpool will play Arsenal. These are the two, the people that are going to, the team that are going to challenge for the league is obviously part of the team that is going to challenge for the league is part of them are Arsenal and Liverpool. Both of them are going to play tomorrow. It's going to be an interesting game of football because both teams love to attack and both teams, in quotes, have good defense, even though that Liverpool has been shaking throughout this season that just started. But Aston are strong. They have not considered a goal in the first 2 games of the season. But if you look at that game, it's going to be an interesting game at Anfield. Anfield is a huge stadium that everybody goes there, and even Pep Guardiola goes there, and he knows that this stadium is very, very tough for you to go there to get 3 points. But Aston need to try, even though that Aston, look at the players they bought, they have the equipment to actually go there and get 3 points. But Liverpool are strong, even though that they have been shaking, especially their defense have been shaking throughout since this season. But what do you expect to happen in that game?
For me, it's going to be the incumbent versus the incoming champion. Basically, this is how it's going to look like this season, because no matter what you want to pontificate on whose right it is to win the Premier League this season, Arsenal are in pole position, and even the blind can see it. Arsenal are in pole position because of the signings they've made and the squad they've had. This is going to be the first time in a long time that this Arsenal team have been together for at least a couple of 4-5 years together. Every other team in the league has had major upheaval in terms of players leaving, players coming. They are all going to have to bed those players in one way or another. And so coming to Anfield, as long as Arsenal do not make the mistake they made last time, that was very cataclysmic for them. Arsenal got ahead and then started taunting the Anfield faithfuls. And what happened? Liverpool came back and won them over in that encounter. So go there, play a good game, and come out with the 3 points. I feel it's possible. Okay,
now, so what do you see happen in that game?
Beautiful, tough, intense game of football is going to happen on Sunday afternoon. Arsenal versus Liverpool. I expect to see goals. Ekitike versus Gyökeres. Odegaard versus
Odegaard is not available.
Oh, sorry, it's not available. So we'll go play now. Merino if he play there, or maybe one area can start in that position. Eberechi can start versus Florian Wirtz. Saka versus Salah. We know
Saka is not available.
Oh, why am I keep going? Okay, one area versus Salah. Definitely, what that Salah is dominating. It's a game of attack versus defense. The both team at the moment has a good attack. It's one of the best attack in the Premier League. The both teams have one of the best attack in the Premier League. Well, the defense is where the question mark is for Liverpool. The midfield is basically balanced. The midfield, you have the everybody is available for Liverpool currently. The guy that went to deliver he's back. Revenbech is back to training. While the midfield for Arsenal is missing only Odegaard. So I think they are both balanced at the moment in midfield. But defense is where I have a problem because Van Dijk has been off of his game recently. The Liverpool defense line in general has been off of his game, and there are rumors of Tsimikas leaving, which I told John when they brought in the Kekes. I told John that you said John was telling me Robertson is old. You believe? I said no, Robertson is going to stay, probably retire at Liverpool, but the person who might be up to leave is Tsimikas because even while Robertson is aging, he's having limited game time and he wants to leave to play for the Greece national team. So Kekes in, Tsimikas on his way out, which means there's probably good replacement on the left back, but less replacement on the right back position. If Frimpong gets injured right now, there's no replacement there. And the defensive duo are having problem with communications this season, with rumors about contract and all of that happening around this period. So I think their head is not in the right space. But this is the game they need to get their heads in the right place.
Okay, Saka will be out for a few weeks. That one I said yesterday. Yeah. He's doing better, but he will be out for a few weeks. So he's not going to play tomorrow's game. Unfortunately, he's not going to play tomorrow's game. Other guys are not trained, so probably if they have another section today, they will look at him before tomorrow's game. But Saka is out for a few weeks, and Odegaard might not start. So, but they have replacement because they bought a very Chieze who can play in that position. Have one who can play in that Odegaard's position. For Saka, they have Madueke now. Madueke is not making sense now. Madueke can play. Saka can go and rest. Madueke can play without them. Really worry about that position. So it's going to be an interesting game. Remember for Liverpool, they are still looking for Isak. I think that Liverpool squad is still thin. If you look at their squad, yes, especially in that attack, even in that defense, they don't really have much. In fact, even if you look at their substitute, apart from probably
the only guy that came good for them last season has left Leverkusen. You get Quensa. Was one of the players I said.
They don't need players, about 2 or 3 players, maybe one defender, one attacker.
I think they need one midfielder and 2 defenders.
Yes,
attack is choked because
they bought the young boy from Parma, so that boy will play. Yeah.
Now, like I said, they need 2 defenders. No matter young boy that will replace Quensa who just come on. They need 2 top defenders in that side, 2 top defenders and 1 midfielder. Because if you look at the midfield, Gravenberch, Endo is old. Look at the last game. I think the first game when he came in as a sub, he committed a blunder going forward against Bournemouth that led to Liverpool considering 2 goals against Bournemouth. So Endo is aging. He might be leaving anytime soon. Then we need somebody to come into that position. So in that midfield, they'll say they are stacked, but they need 1 more person in that midfield.
Okay, let's see what will happen in that game. It's going to be an interesting game at Anfield. It's going to be Liverpool versus Aston. Let's get your prediction for that game. Who wins?
I would say it could be a draw, maybe a 3-3 draw.
When they say who wins, we just get 5 minutes silence.
I would say it could be a draw, 3-3 draw, but I'm seeing Arsenal edging it.
Okay, so who wins in that game?
Pool. Every time, Liverpool.
Okay, let's see who wins in that game. It's going to be a very, very interesting game. Okay, the final game for tomorrow's game is Aston Villa versus Crystal Palace. Who wins in that game?
Palace.
I think Villa.
Palace, please.
Okay.
Villa, yes.
Okay, let's see who wins in that game. Okay, moving away from the Premier League to the La Liga, I'll give you the features of the game. For yesterday, Elche beat Levante 2-0. Valencia beat Getafe 3-0. For today's game, Alaves will play Atletico Madrid. Albedo will play Real Sociedad. Girona will play Sevilla. Real Madrid today will play Mallorca by 8:30. For tomorrow, Celta Vigo will play Villarreal. Real Betis will play Atletico Club. Espanyol will play Osasuna. Then on tomorrow, the final game tomorrow is Rayo Vallecano versus Barcelona. Okay, Real Madrid is playing tomorrow. Real Madrid, both of them won their first game, so the second game of the season, they need to keep getting 3 points because one dull. Only Atletico, apart from buying all these their 11-12 players, they lost and drew their second game, so they are now way up the title. But Real Madrid versus Mallorca, Real Madrid should be winning this one too.
I would say it should, though. That should is still standing with K-leg because anything can happen. But Madrid.
Yeah, Madrid. Okay, now so who wins in that game?
Trent, they learned Spanish.
Trent, they anchored to the bench. They
anchored to the bench because last first game, I tell you say go chop bench. You start. Now not be against him. They went Carvajal, the captain. Now look at what fighting for places is. Carvajal are one of the captains for Real Madrid, which means if he's fit, I think he's the current captain now. So which means if he's fit, he will start. He will wear the captain's armband and try to have to start from the bench or play as a winger up front, which is, if you look at the way Real Madrid are set up right now, and Andagola has that position unlocked. Either Andagola or anybody coming in from the right has that position unlocked. So he's going to mostly sit on the bench this season for Real Madrid. And coming into this game, as they learn Spanish, just they learn from bench, they go. Carvajal is back, he's fit. Real Madrid to win this one.
Okay, for Barcelona, if you look at the game for Barcelona, both of them are challenging for that league. What do you think will happen in that game? They are playing away from home.
One thing I can say about that is that Barcelona are going to concede in this one because, yes, Inigo Martinez is no longer there, but I feel they have credible cover in the back. And this Vallecano, they are playing at Vallecano Stadium. Vallecano, they know how to score FCB. So I think it's going to be Barcelona winning it, but conceding at least 1 or 2 goals, 4-2.
Okay, so who wins in that game?
Barcelona.
Barcelona
He gets why. If not, we'll go otherwise.
Okay, before we move over to the Serie A, remember guys, we are live on YouTube at both FM Sports. And one comment here, and Dex is saying, good morning guys, I think Amorim should change his formation if it's not working. Even Alonso changed his formation when he came to Real Madrid, because four at the back is the best style for Real Madrid.
Even Fergie talk and say, what is the use of playing 4 at the back when you're an offensive team? What's the use?
But let's see.
Attack, press.
Let's see.
Stop them up front.
This quote from Fergie is when you have won 15 Premier League titles, you can come and say rubbish like what's the use of 4 at the back, bro? You never win anything. Play the 4 at the back, win something before you come and
play your 2 at the back, win something. Me, I go play 3 at the back.
Play your 4 at the back, win first. If somebody will come and say money that does not bring happiness, my brother, hold on first before you say
money don't buy you happiness.
Make am first before you talk that one.
Get money.
What I want to say, even because Manchester have tried 4 at the back, they failed. At the back,
under who?
So let's see. I don't want to debate what, but if Amorim thinks that,
but they have trophy.
Well, if Amorim thinks that 3 will work, let's give him time to build that 3. Moving on to the Serie A, yesterday's game, AC Milan won their first game of the season, beating Lecce 2-0. Chukwueze did not play at all in that game. He wasn't even introduced. He was stuck on the bench till the 90 minutes. And remember, he had this transfer that they are working on for him to move from Tottenham to Fulham. Hopefully, it will work out for him. He's going to go to England and play football. For today's game, Bologna will play Como, Parma will play Atlanta, Napoli will play Cagliari, Pisa will play Roma, Torino will play Fiorentina, Genoa will play Juventus, Inter Milan will play Udinese, and Lazio will play Verona in the final. Okay, let's before we move over to the transfer windows and other news, because Jose Mourinho has been sacked from his club. I'm going to give you some of the things he said before he was sacked. Not like recently, he said it when he was still active coach for Fenerbahce. I'm going to talk about Jose Mourinho first, but let's talk about the MPFL, because the MPFL is happening today. I'll give you the features, and we'll talk about Rangers International and some of the things. Okay, for today's game in the MPFL, only one game today. Bendel Insurance will play Shooting Stars. Yeah, will play Shooting Stars today by 4 p.m. Other games will happen tomorrow, 4 p.m. Okay, National United will play Abia Warriors. Bayelsa United will play Baru. Yeah, they will play Baru tomorrow. Is a new promoted side. Plateau United will play Katsina United. Enyimba will play Niger Tornadoes. Kano Pillars will play Wiki Tourists. Then our games, Warrior Wolves will play Rangers International. So Rangers International will go away to Warrior Wolves. Rivers United will play Kwara United. Ikorodu City will play Air Academy Warriors. People's name. Califat will play Romo Stars on Monday. Okay, Rangers International is going away from home to play Warrior Wolves. First game at the Nanja Zikiwe Stadium. They drew that game now 0-0. Now they are going away. Yeah, they are going away. We need to start picking up on if we need to start.
I did say that day I sleep off. I did watch live match with the shaft myself, but sleep they catch me because I don't know what to expect from the game. I don't know what the game plan was. At some point, I used to come out and support the manager, the gaffer, and praise him for his tactics and all of that. But in that game last weekend, I was confused. The same way I was confused for Man United, the same way I'm confused for Graham Potter. I was confused for Fidelis, and the tactical team at Rangers. I hope we don't get that performance into this game against Warri Wolves, because now traveling to Warri is a different atmosphere. These people breathe and love football.
But they are new promoted side now.
And they are very physical. If you look at the way they got promoted, they were very physical and very aggressive when it comes to tackling the ball. So
why they know they play Premier League before?
Now they relegate now.
Now why they
but they don't come back now.
If they are tackling well.
No, they don't come back now. New manager, new system, very aggressive type of football. I'm just saying, I've seen them play. I'm just saying, very aggressive type of football. So I hope Rangers go there with the caution of we are good ball playing. There's, you know when you say Barcelona want play against any Guadangua team, you go there very physical. They play against Banca, but the way they go hold ball like professionals, they pass them around. You go come confused. Instead of you not attacking them, you have to clap for them. I want Rangers to put on a performance that even the opposition fans will give them a standing ovation. That's what I want for Rangers.
Okay, John, Rangers should just get 3 points. My own judgment is just get 3 points. Whether they play well or don't play, just get 3 points.
Is negotiable.
For me, I think before we start talking about winning the league, looking at what we've done last season, last 2 seasons, we should go back to a standard of a 5-star performance week in, week out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we cannot do the core fundamentals, if they say that why star players are star players is because they do the mundane 5,000, 6,000 times more than the ordinary person. They practice to perfect so that they can do it without thinking. They call it muscle memory. If you cannot do the fundamentals with muscle memory, you cannot talk about winning the league, because winning the league is a accumulation of 38 simple, different matches that you have to put together. Keep stacking results one after the other.
Okay.
So performance is key, and we need to uphold high performance levels and then get the result at the end of the day.
Let's see. Rangers should need to start picking 3 points. They are going away tomorrow to Warri. They are going to Delta to play that game tomorrow. Okay, let's give them. I hope I'm wishing them all the best of luck in tomorrow's game. Okay, moving away from the MPFL. Yesterday, our coach Chile dropped the list of squad players that will play the Nigeria's next international game that will happen next week. Next weekend, actually, September the 6th and September the 9th. Nigeria will play Rwanda in Nigeria and go away to South Africa to play the second game on the September the 9th. So after the rubbish performance there, he took the local boys to in that championship. Okay, let's hope that he's going to do us proud in this particular game. So the list of the players he is going to bring in to the camp is normally our goalkeeper Mwabali, goalkeeper. Then the second goalkeeper Amas, and the third goalkeeper is Adebayo. Adeleye is the third goalkeeper. For defense is William Ekong, Calvin Bassey, Benjamin Frederick, the defender. Then Felix Ago, the defender. Bright Obasi, defender. Chidozie, defender. Bruno Onyemechi, defender. Olaina, defender. For midfielders is Frank Onyeka, Alex Iwobi, Raphael Onyedeka, Dele Bashiru, the midfielders for Nigeria. Then Wilfred Ndidi and Christantus Uche. Then the attack he brought for the Super Eagles, Lukman, Ademola Lukman, Victor Osimhen, then Tolu. Where this Tolu they play himself? Tolu, he brought in Tolu, Aru.
Na Belgium, now I'm the highest goal scorer for Belgium League last season.
Aru Kodere, Tolu.
Maybe that tall guy. Oh, yes, that tall guy. We just have a chest ball.
Okay,
you don't know where post hold up play. You know get link up play poor. Okay. But it's good though. I'm not saying it's not good. It's good in front of.
He's been linked to Wolves though.
Okay, yeah.
Make it come.
Syria Dresser, Moses Simon, and Samuel Chukwueze. If you look at this squad that they brought in, do you think they are enough? They are good enough, or do you think that we are missing any player in this squad?
See, thank God they've been calling Cyril into the team now.
Yes.
Because for the past, before even Osimhen, he's been one of the consistent players. Let's be honest.
Drop Boniface.
As it should be,
injured. And I think he was talking about leaving the Super Eagles at some point.
Yes, as it should be.
He's out injured with the controversy going on between him and AC Milan right now. Leverkusen and AC Milan. So he just has to stay outside the spotlight.
Being there off social media.
For now, outside Super Eagles, he just has to be outside the spotlight, and I like that decision for him and his team. But before Osimhen, the only consistent player in this team before Osimhen has been Cyril Dresser in the Scottish League, every season contesting for the Golden Boot, dominating the Scottish League, and he's not been called up. Now, this period he's been called up thanks to people who have this proper scouting team who have decided to call him up. Good one for him. I think it's going to be one of these games that you say, okay, fine. If the attack is not doing well, you have surplus. You can make substitutions and change the style of play at the moment. It's no longer going to be either from passing around to Osimhen or the person in front. You can at least play fluid and make the striker switch positions. Arukodale, they're good in hold-up play. Not too fantastic in link-up play, but on area doors, he can get you area doors. So please, whenever you get the chance, send in the crosses in. There's a top player who is 6 foot tall that could nod it clear of any defender. Send the crosses into him. His height.
John, if you need to win these 2 games for us to qualify, have a chance to qualify for the World Cup. If you look at the way we are on the table, it's not really nice. You need to still beat these 2 teams, especially South Africa, because South Africa has 13 points. They are first on the table. If we win these 2 teams, we'll bridge that gap between us and South Africa. But look at this squad. Good squad for Super Eagles.
Yeah, let me just start from the squad. First and foremost, we didn't see senior man, like they call him, Kelechi Iheanacho in this lineup. We didn't see a few sacred cows in this lineup, and I'm happy about that because I think for the first time, Chelle went for merit. And when you are going for merit, you have to look at people who are in form and people who are playing good football. That's why some people over there in England are making noise that somebody who is strapped to the bench is not making call up. But good selection of players, like I would say, it's one thing to call a player up, but at least those guys that are our options in the 9 position should be given opportunity to play. Serial dressers should be given an opportunity to play. Let's see if he can translate his form where he's currently playing into the Super Eagles team. We should also see some of these other players get the opportunity to also come in and do good for the team. But speaking now towards the next 2 games, we are playing them in Uyo and we are playing South Africa in Bloemfontein. I think there is also the dark cloud hanging over this competition in terms that CAF are yet to rule on the ineligible player that played for South Africa. And the penalty is meant to be point deduction.
You know, go like win your game now. Why this one I wish hot?
Calling it as it is.
We know.
If that point deduction will happen, they will come down to 10 points. With 2 games in hand, we can win and top and get our position. So I'm just saying, while we do our due diligence with winning our games, they should also do their due diligence from that side and ensure that the right thing is done.
Okay.
As it stands now, leave that 3 points for South Africa.
Well, Nigeria will play Rwanda and South Africa next weekend. Let's see. Let's hope that Chile will do something magical. Everybody knows that
there are rumors that this man
Osimhen will play the attack.
There are rumors that Nwabari might not be starting that game.
Yeah,
he picked up a knock against Chipa United's last game.
No, see, you have to wait before anything can happen in 1 week.
This is why I'm saying that you guys should go to Germany and go and bring our 2 balls.
My own is that
no play for Spikes. Leave away.
When before the weekend we reach, everybody will go around of medical test again to see who is fit and not. So we'll see if Nwabali will be able to play those games or not. But good luck to the Super Eagles. Next week before that game, I think it's on Thursday or something. We'll sit down here and analyze what we think will happen in that game. Okay, that's all for the Super Eagles. The English national team, they actually picked their own squad yesterday for their own international break. For the England squad, for the goalkeeper is Pickford, Henderson, and Trafford. That's the goalkeeper. In defense is Bon, Gay, James, Konsa, Lewis Kelly, Livramento, Spence, and Stones for their defense. For midfielder, Anderson, Gibbs White, Henderson, Rice, Rogers, and Watkins. For attack is Bowen, Eze, Gordon, Kane, Madueke, Rashford, and Watkins.
Saka
is injured. So I think he dropped major players he dropped is actually Walker and Trent in that particular but you see even Chalobah did not make the squad this time, but let's see, let's hope that they are going to do well in their respective competition. Okay, moving away from England, let's talk about a few transfers because Jose Mourinho has been sacked by Fenerbahce just only 1 year in charge of that team. He lost a game. Even Solskjaer lost his playoff game and he was sacked. Jose Mourinho lost his own this week.
Man U's results and performances affecting their
and the
former
Jose
coaches.
Mourinho. Part of the
Former
statement,
coaches
part of
and
the
former
statement that
players.
he made, sort of statement he made when he took over that job around last year or middle of the season, when he said
Mourinho took over before the season started,
and go to a mid-table team in the bottom half of the table. That once they sack him, that he's ready. Once he leaves Fenerbahce, that he's ready to go back to England and take over a smaller club and coach them. So I was thinking about Westham. When I saw that statement, I was thinking about Jose Mourinho coaching Westham and helping Nkunku's life. But because if you look at this, Potter is going to be the first person they will sack in this season.
Of course.
And the job will be free for Jose Mourinho to come in and do Jose Mourinho's magic and probably do something for Nonso and his boys. But
Conference League.
But Jose Mourinho being sacked, I think since he left Manchester United, it's been just downhill for him. Even though he won a cup with Roma, but no big team actually picked him. I think part of the mistake he made again is that if he had waited a little bit, maybe he would have gone back to Inter Milan, which would have been perfect for him. But he was rushing. The job that was available was just Roma before the Inter job came available. But then sacking Mourinho, they should just after 1 year.
Leaving Roma, he should have taken a gap year. You know, I don't know how best to quantify it, because if you look at Pep Guardiola's career,
6 months now.
It's not enough. If you look at Pep Guardiola's
career, 1 year, it will have been half season. He would have come in halfway through the season.
If you look at Pep Guardiola's career, you always see him take a gap year, because no matter what you want to say, every job takes its toll. Number one, trust was betrayed at AS Roma. Promises that were made when we are not kept.
Because to make promises you keep.
Why then go make promise when they don't fit
wait, now it just be like now I go tell my woman say I go take her to Qatar for my birthday or for her birthday when I don't say even taking the public.
So,
now the next street.
Well, Jose Mourinho has been served by Fenerbahce, so he's going to. He have left the club normally they call him mutual consent. Both of them have agreed to. He's going to leave the club. But I just remembered when he was sacked yesterday. I was going through the internet. I saw that statement that he made sometime in the season that if he leaves Fenerbahce in 2 years' time, even though he decided that he's going to go back to England and take a smaller club in England and build with them. So my mind is just going to West Ham. When I saw that, I just remember Nonso and remember West Ham as hi. This thing just a good fit Nonso and West Ham for this is lovely thing. But let's see if it's going to work out.
Instead of just say, Ole, come.
Well, no, you go tell your club team they go. One of these opportunities, at least, even if it's not a high, one of these opportunities, at least, even if it's not a high club like that.
So you know that as you agreeing the deal, before you even put pen to paper, you've told them, okay, before I come into this club, sign this player. So as I'm coming and meeting them, because if I sign before you sign this player, if I sign and you don't sign these players for me, it becomes a problem. We go back to that debate we had with Tottenham Hotspur. So sign the players before I come around.
Okay, let me give you 1 minute, 2 minutes. I'll run down the 2 transfers. Then we'll start taking phone calls for you to give us a prediction for today's, for this weekend games. For Chelsea, help me pronounce this guy's name.
Buonanotte.
Facundo Buonanotte.
Facundo. Chelsea had decided to sign Facundo Buonanotte from Brighton. Chelsea and Brighton have this marriage that they love. This is the second player they are buying from Brighton this season after they bought one. Is it one? Yeah.
Third.
The third player, right?
Third player.
Who is the first one?
Pedro,
yes.
Enciso.
And
Buonanotte.
The 3 players they are bought from Brighton this summer, but they are going to sell Enciso to Strasbourg on loan. But this guy is straight on loan, even though he went on loan to Leicester last season. He didn't even play well like that.
I think he did well.
But he's going to play for Chelsea. Chelsea probably is looking for squad players. He is better for squad players. For other transfer for Chelsea, Jackson has agreed to move to Bayern Munich. So here we go. It's going to be an initial loan. Then they are going to probably put about 70 to 80 million euros, not mandatory though, but that's going to be the package. If Jackson does do well at Bayern Munich, they can decide to buy him up for 80 million euros. But Jackson is going to move from Chelsea to Bayern Munich. I think he's going to play football too, because it's only Harry Kane cannot play from beginning to end. So Jackson will have his time and he's going to play with a better squad. So for we've told you already that Xavi Simons has moved.
So that deal for hincapie is on loan.
It's on loan. Yes,
Wait till make Arsenal one sign player.
No, Arsenal cannot pay. They don't spend too much. If they buy him,
52,
let's not forget Raya
52
came
million.
the same
that's
way
the way
too.
Raya came too.
Yeah.
So that's how.
No, when Raya came, they didn't have a goalkeeper, so you can get him on loan and do. But this one you have enough.
No, that's what the
Why get
Arsenal
him
don't
on
want to
loan?
pay.
What I'm going to say,
It's just
I would
common
have just said, okay, get him
It's
in,
still
loan
the
him
same
out to
loan
someone
to buy.
else.
It's still the
See,
same
Arsenal
loan
has
to buy.
only just 3 defenders now. If Kiwor leaves,
Mhm.
that's what it means. Because Calafari will play from the left. It means that Arsenal have only Saliba, Gabriel, and the new guy they bought from Valencia.
Mosquera, yeah.
So this boy will make it 4. So let's see how Arteta is going to field his player. Hoejlund is obviously going to move from Manchester United to Napoli. That is going to go there on loan. Then there is a mandatory 45 million euros package for him to move from Manchester United to Napoli. Officially, Real Betis spoke officially that on they no get money. They talk and say they no get money to buy Antony. That money no dey. In fact, they at all that what Manchester United is acting is above their means, that they cannot, even though they have probably agreed personal terms with Antony, but Manchester United is looking for money and they refuse to let him go on loan. So, but let's see if that how they transfer on Monday.
Like I said before, the only great into the Man United side is Antony.
On Monday we'll come back and talk about all these transfers. I'm just giving you a quick rundown of the transfers happening everywhere around Europe. Okay, let's take phone calls and get your prediction for today's game. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your prediction for this weekend's game. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, also. Good morning, John. Good morning, Godwin. Everybody is here.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Last week, I called. So then also,
I go leave studio for you now. I go leave studio for you. I go leave studio for you.
Hello?
I hear you.
We hear you. Continue.
So the fact is that also we are not getting back that we are sorry to give you that one. So because I heard someone talk say who will win today's match against JC Fulham. I'm not saying abroad. Also don't come again. How much is saying abroad? This match is at 2-0. Where will beat them? Not just come say abroad. Because he said at 2-1. John said now what are 2-0 where it's done.
No, John said at 2-1. God will just ask us.
Okay. So the fact that Chelsea are going to win their match today, Man U will not take time. That's what I want to say.
All right, thank you very much. All right, thank you very much. So our line have been busy. 0706 048 5853. Call us and tell us your prediction for this weekend's game. Yeah, hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay.
Chelsea is going to lose today. Arsenal will win.
Okay, simple.
Man City will draw.
Okay.
Jump on
All
pass.
the people where they pursue me, they don't carry points today. That is Man City draw.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Tottenham.
Tottenham don't get where they go. Even if they win, they will
So
right.
wait, but now they look Tottenham less, bro. No. Nigerian fans they look Tottenham less.
Well,
Thomas Frank.
No, the problem of Tottenham is that they are always bottling something.
Yeah.
Thomas Frank.
No,
Last club of
they're always bottling something.
Thomas Frank.
England.
This is a call out to you.
Yeah,
Don't
good
bottle anything this season.
Good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay, Pedro, your predictions for this weekend's game. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your landlord, you mean?
You call your landlord your wife. Now it's they make them beat be this. Now it's they make them beat be this. Pedro. Man U Burnley.
Okay.
As usual. Man City.
Brighton.
So only Chelsea now go win today.
So Man City go win by 4-0, abi?
They go beat Man City 4-0.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
Like Man U will draw.
But
Liverpool and Arsenal will lose.
It's
And they are playing
you
against
supposed
each
to
other.
better than Pedro now. Don't be so anything.
Yeah, hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Name and location, please.
Calling from my country.
Okay, please your prediction for this weekend's games.
Chelsea will play for today.
Okay,
Confirm.
And Liverpool is going to win Aston.
confirm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Man U 3-0 against Burnley.
Okay.
Man U 3-0.
Okay.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
Brighton, and it's going to be 3-0 of Man City.
Confirm.
Okay.
Now Liverpool fan be listening to you, man.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, set up predictions. Okay, let's see how this thing is going to work.
You guys didn't predict Westham. Nottingham Forest 4-0.
Who they predict Westham? Westham they play football. Yeah, hello, good morning. Yeah,
Good morning.
Name and location, please. Alex, your
Alex, we
prediction.
greet you too.
Your prediction. Hello? Your prediction for this.
Your prediction.
Hello, can you hear me?
My prediction. Of course, United is supposed to win.
Okay.
There's already a big problem.
They just need to win.
What I want to do is just like someone was saying, whether by hook or crook.
Now me thought I'll win.
It's just like this. And if they are winning, let them win. Let them win that fighting for their lives. It doesn't look good at all. It doesn't look good. That one is not the way.
Please, let's just prediction, please, so that others can predict. So. Yes, thank you. All right, thank you very much.
A convincing draw.
Before you start giving this,
No, this was
gonna give me lectures this morning now. Okay, let me take maybe one or
All
two
my
more.
United fans are pained.
Two more
I'm
predictions.
telling you.
Come on, and it's because of you, John.
Yeah, hello, good
It's
morning.
not because of me, it's because of the club.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Charles, calling from him.
Okay, Charles, your prediction for this weekend's games.
Man is going to lose normally.
Confirm.
Chelsea might stay draw, might win 2-1.
Okay.
Chelsea might stay for one line. Stay for one line.
Mhm.
Which one?
Westham, they will beat Westham.
No, I know my
Confirm.
fate. I know my fate.
5-0.
They'll sack him, of course. Of course, I know my fate.
They will not sack
But
him. You will stay on the
stick on
job.
one line. Which one do you want? Chelsea to draw or Chelsea to win?
Just give us a prediction. Please, your prediction for today. Please, come on. Okay, just your prediction for today.
Wow.
No more, too much
Wow.
today. Okay.
And I said, man, you will play a draw.
Okay.
Wow.
Confirm. Yes.
Okay.
Stay one line. Stay one line.
Okay.
Confirm.
Tomorrow. All right. Thank you very much. Okay.
Stay one line. If they are saying Chelsea will play a draw, let us know Chelsea is
Is
playing a
that
draw.
you where they had your bet?
I'm not hedging my bet. I tell you, Chelsea will play draw. Straight
Let
up.
me
Chelsea will play draw.
take final call.
You normally had your
Yeah,
bet,
hello,
man.
hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please. Okay.
That title
Your
never expires.
prediction for this weekend's games.
Yes, Chelsea will won their match. I guess the thing will be done at Hoejlund will leave Bungalow, but then I'm calling for boys quarter. Because according to our stadium is bigger than fulham. So I wonder where the landlord has penalty.
Okay, your prediction for other games.
So, why you will lose?
Okay.
And Man City will lose because after I had with Manchester from World Cup, John know the top blow out again.
I'm still winning my game though. Thanks for love.
Why you will lose? Chelsea will win. After
Liverpool.
I think draw.
Okay, all right.
And City to win.
All right, thank you very much.
Tottenham,
Okay. Let's see what happens in this weekend's game. It's going to be an interesting game of football throughout the weekend, Saturday, Sundays. Let's hope that Rangers International 2 will do us prize when they travel to worried to play their opponents. Let's hope that all they'll get all 3 points and come back doing us proud. Okay, finally on our YouTube channel, Peter Chukwemeka, welcome to show. It's the essential deal collapse due to injuries. I don't think so though. I even checked that news properly again. He's going to sign for Chelsea, but he's going to go on loan to Strasbourg and probably join Chelsea next season. Okay, Chukwuebuka is here. He said Barcelona tomorrow's game will be more like an experimental game than not. Our backline isn't formidable yet. So the coach is taking a drastic measure in combating that. Okay, Barcelona is my lifelong and lifetime club, eternal loyal. Okay, you love Barcelona very well. Okay, thank you very much for that. Thank you for that comment, Chukwuebuka. Thank you for all those that joined us on YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Bolt FM Sports. You can go there. When you go there, please subscribe to our channel. You can watch us everywhere, wherever you are. Even if you travel, you can watch us live on YouTube at Bolt FM Sports. My name is Godwin, and let's have a wonderful football weekend. See you on Monday.
Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a road and enjoy the show.
How are you reading news? Is she here? Is there any advert by now?